Op het ministerie van Buitenlandse Zaken, BIBIS, is er hedenmorgen tussen de ministers van BIBIS, Albert Ramdien, de minister van Justitie en Politie, Kenneth Amoxi, en de scheidende ambassadeur van Amerika, Karen Williams, dan ook wat documenten ondertekend. Dit ter uitvoering van enkele projecten welke gefinancierd zal worden door de Verenigde Staten van Amerika. Wij voeren nu naar het volgende verslag met beelden van Raj Mahango.
Make this signing ceremony happen to continue our cooperation in counter-narcotics and law enforcement with the goal of promoting regional security and cooperation. So this $300,000 that will be that is part of this memorandum of understanding, pre-existing memorandum of understanding, is through the Caribbean Basin Security Initiative. The funding is to help combat narco-trafficking, counter transnational threats, and promote transparency. So in the past, the Bureau within the Department of State that is the source of these funds has given $25,000. So this is a big jump from the amount that was on the MOU before. And we've also funded the UN, and that was in last year. And we've also funded the UN ODC Container Control Program with the Port Control Unit, helped fund the National Risk Assessment and training for anti-money laundering. And we've helped train 35 judges, prosecutors, police, and game wardens at the International Law Enforcement Academy, ILEA. So we work together across the Caribbean, and very pleased with this relationship with Suriname and the focus on law enforcement cooperation. But we work across the Caribbean to ensure that the region remains free, stable, and democratic. The Caribbean Basin Security Initiative reduces illicit trafficking, increases citizen security, and promotes crime prevention. The U.S. is committed to confronting criminals head-on. The deepening U.S. engagement with Suriname to advance regional security cooperation and ensure stability and prosperity has been a cornerstone of our relationship since the Santoki administration came in, and I am very pleased that we were able to have this really large increase in the amount of assistance. And on a final note, I mentioned that it is my last few days here in country, and I just wanted to assure you that that cooperation will continue, as evidenced by my team that is here, Priyadarshi Sen, who will be chargé d'affaires once I have departed, and our Pole Econ and INL chief, Catherine Griffith, and our regional security officer, Lisa Macker, and Chris Lambert, who is also working in our INL shop right now. But this team will carry things forward ably and with much energy, I think you'll find.
Er is een intensieve relatie tussen de Verenigde Staten van Amerika en Suriname. En dat is onderdeel van onze buitenlandse politiek sinds president Santoki aan de macht kwam in juli 2020. In die afgelopen 2 jaren zijn de relaties intensiever geworden, ook op het stuk van de functionele samenwerking. Dus niet alleen de politieke consultaties die voortgaan en op een hoger niveau plaatsvinden nu. Recentelijk nog met de vicepresident Kamala Harris en de Secretary of State Blinken in Washington DC, waar president Santoki leiding aan gegeven heeft. Dat leidt toe tot heel wat andere specifieke ondersteuningsmomenten op het stuk van handel en ook investeringen, maar ook op het stuk van veiligheid. En het aspect van veiligheid is belangrijk voor ons. De verschillende trainingsprogramma's zoals minister Amoxi heeft uiteengezet zijn belangrijk in termen van capaciteitsversterking aan onze zijde, maar het creëert ook een relatie met de law enforcement agencies in het buitenland. En dat helpt ons als land ook aantrekkelijker te zijn voor investeerders wereldwijd. Veiligheid is belangrijk, onderdeel van het proces, maar tussen de Verenigde Staten van Suriname en Verenigde Staten van Amerika en de Republiek Suriname bestaan samenwerkingsverbanden met de USA op verschillende andere plaatsen. En ik geloof dat wat u gaat zien in de komende jaren is een toenemend vertrouwen, een toenemende of een intensivering van de samenwerking. Dit is één daarvan en wij hopen uiteraard, zoals aangegeven, dat we daar op voort gaan borduren. I want to thank Ambassador Karen Williams, who will depart in a couple of days. I want to thank her for her commitment to the country in challenging circumstances, both in terms of the relations between the two countries, but it was a highlight to receive for the first time a Secretary of State within 2 months after President Santokhi took over. That was former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. It was a clear signal of support from the administration in Washington, but also subsequently the increasing levels of engagement at political level, up to the highest levels, and as I indicated, also the functional cooperation. I want to thank you also for the support which has been received during the other challenging issue of COVID-19, which we all went through. It was important to receive the vaccines at the early stage, but also the medical equipment, the field hospital, and all the other things which we now almost have taken for granted, but were critical at that point to save lives. That is the kind of relationship we want to build, and we hope that we can continue. And of course, the security arrangements and the security cooperation with especially Southcom and other parts of the U.S. law enforcement spectrum are well respected and accepted as well.